Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is part 2 in a video about black watercolor paper. If you haven't seen my first video, I swatched out some supplies, so go check it out. I will link it above. And in this video, I will be making a painting on this black watercolor paper. So let's get started. This is my sketchbook that I had created a sketch specifically for this black watercolor paper, and I was like, how am I going to get this sketch onto the black watercolor paper? So I brought out some tracing paper and I traced my sketch, and then what I do is I flip the tracing paper over and I scribble a bunch all over where my lines would be. I'm basically making my own graphite transfer paper. So when I cover these lines with the lead, it will transfer that lead onto the watercolor paper or the black paper, which will help plan things out. And the reason I'm using a red colored pencil is so I can see which lines I have already gone over, because if I just use a regular pencil again, I would get lost on what lines have been traced over and what hasn't. So once I finish transferring the sketch, it does leave a faint outline, which is perfect. And then I go in with a white colored pencil to outline the astronaut. I wanted to use white watercolor for the part of the astronaut because it gave this textured effect. It was see-through and not very bright, and I wanted the main focus of this piece to be the jellyfish rather than the astronaut, and I wanted the jellyfish to be very neon bright, shining like a lot of light. So I didn't want the astronaut to stand out too much. So here I'm just soaking the paper with water because I wanted to I'm actually using gouache for the colors. This is my Arteza gouache, and I wanted a very faint wash so that it looked like the jellyfish was glowing. I had actually lost the lines underneath these washes, so I was just going off of my sketch of where I wanted the colors. And when I laid down this pink, I was really unhappy with it, so I kind of had to think and come back to that. So here I'm just working on the details of the jellyfish because I want to make it look like the jellyfish is see-through, but there's a reflection in the mask of the astronaut. And then I had the idea of mixing white gouache with the pink, and that actually worked out really well. It made it pop so much. So I redid the tentacles of the jellyfish. And then I wanted to do that, mix the white in with the blue for the top of the jellyfish as well. So I added more details with that. And then I also did the same with the purple. And I really like the dry brush look that the purple gave for the tentacles. So I thought the hands of the astronaut were looking a little faded with the colors, so I wanted to use the colors and brighten up the hands along with some more white watercolor. And I thought everything was going on really smoothly and it didn't warp the paper at all. And I thought this concept was perfect for the black paper because it's illustrating light, and it could be an astronaut that's in space with a jellyfish or underwater. So what I did to finish up the piece was cover with paper towel and do a splattering effect of each color that I used. And once I removed the paper towel, everything was complete and I was pretty happy with the way it turned out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe and let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!